Imagine two fathers, both intelligent, both hardworking, both respected men. But one died leaving bills behind, and the other died leaving behind millions. Same world, same opportunities, different mindset. That's the story Robert Kiyosaki grew up inside, and it changed everything he understood about money, life, and freedom. Today, we're breaking down 25 of the most powerful lessons from one of the best-selling financial books of all time, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Stay until the end, because lesson number 23 might be the one that changes your life. Let's get into it. Most of us were taught the same story growing up. Go to school, get good grades, find a stable job, work hard. But here's what nobody told you when you work for money. You think like an employee, and employees are always one paycheck away from panic. The rich don't chase paychecks. They build assets. They make their money go to work for them. Think of every dollar in your asset column as a tiny employee working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never asking for a raise. Robert Kiyosaki watched people destroy their financial lives, not because they lacked intelligence, but because they were ruled by two emotions: fear and greed. Fear keeps people stuck working long hours, clinging to a paycheck, too scared to invest, too scared to take a step forward. Greed makes people reckless, chasing quick money, falling for scams, spending before they save. The antidote to both? Financial education. When you understand money, fear loses its power over you. Here's a question. What do you think is your biggest asset? Most people say their house. But Kiyosaki would challenge that. A house you live in takes money out of your pocket every month. Mortgage, taxes, maintenance. That's a liability. A house you rent out puts money into your pocket every month. That's an asset. The poor have expenses. The middle class buys liabilities thinking they're assets. The rich buy assets and then let those assets pay for the luxuries. Keep it simple. Wealth building doesn't have to be complicated. Kiyosaki sums it up in one sentence. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. That's it. Every financial decision you ever make, ask yourself just one question. Does this put money in my pocket, or does it take money out? Assets, stocks, bonds, rental properties, businesses, royalties. Things that generate income while you sleep. Liabilities, debt, your personal car, the house you live in. Things that cost you money every single month. Most people spend their entire lives buying liabilities, calling them assets, and wondering why they never get ahead. Now you know the difference. Use it. You could have a PhD, a medical degree, a law degree, and still be completely lost when it comes to money. Because schools don't teach financial literacy. They teach you how to work for money, not how to manage it. Most of the financial pain people experience: debt, bankruptcy. Stress comes not from bad luck, but from a lack of financial education. Start learning, read books, study how money actually works. Kiyosaki defines wealth in a way you've probably never heard before. Wealth is not your salary. It's not your car or your house. Wealth is how many days you could survive comfortably if you stopped working today. If your answer is less than a few months, you're not wealthy. You're dependent. Build assets until your passive income covers your expenses. That is true financial freedom. This doesn't mean be rude to people. It means stop spending all your energy building someone else's dream. Keep your job if you need to. But use your spare time, the hours you spend scrolling, watching TV, going to parties to quietly build something of your own. A side business, a rental property, an investment portfolio. Never quit your job until your own business can support you. But start building now. Here's why so many people struggle financially and never figure out why. They don't track where money goes. Money comes in. Money goes out. But without understanding the flow, the patterns, the leaks, the opportunities, you're flying blind. Cash flow awareness is the foundation of every smart financial decision. Once you see where your money actually goes, you'll never look at spending the same way again. Your mind is the greatest asset you will ever own. Most people look at the world through their eyes, and they see what everyone else sees. But train your mind financially, and you start to see what others miss. The opportunity inside the problem, the deal inside the crisis, the investment others are too afraid to touch. Opportunities don't disappear. They just get picked up by the people who are looking for them. Financial intelligence is built on 4 pillars. Accounting, the ability to read numbers and understand the health of a business. Investing, the science of making your money produce more money. Understanding markets, knowing how supply and demand shape every opportunity. And the law understanding tax advantages and corporate structures that the wealthy use every single day. Most people never learn any of these. The ones who do get rich faster. Great opportunities are not seen with your eyes. They are seen with your mind. When the economy crashes, most people panic. The financially educated see a sale. When a neighborhood is up and coming, most people wait. The financially aware buy now. The same world, different lenses. Train yours. Here's a myth you need to let go of. Investing is risky. Investing is not risky. Not knowing how to invest is risky. The way to reduce risk is not to avoid the game, it's to get better at it. Read more. Find mentors. Study before you commit a single dollar. Knowledge is the best risk management tool there is. The 3 pillars of financial management: cash flow, systems, and people. But above all else, learn to sell. Learn to communicate. Every wealthy person in history, entrepreneur, investor, leader, could persuade, inspire, and connect with people. Selling is not manipulation. It's the ability to convey value. And that skill will take you further than any degree ever could. Here's something the rich understand that most people don't. Everyone is afraid of losing money. Everyone, the rich included. But the difference is not the presence of fear, it's what they do with it. Failure inspires winners. Failure defeats losers. When the rich lose money, they ask, "What did I learn?" When the poor lose money, they say, "I'll never try again." Don't avoid the game because you're afraid to lose. Play smarter. The path to wealth is long. It's not always glamorous. There will be setbacks. And without a powerful reason, you won't stay on it. Why do you want to be rich? To travel freely. To give your family security. To never watch your parents struggle? To build hospitals or fund causes you care about? Find your reason. Write it down. Come back to it every time the path gets hard. The why is what carries you through every single obstacle. The people around you shape how you think about money, whether you realize it or not. Spend time with people who think bigger than you. People who are building things, investing, taking calculated risks. Learn from the rich how wealth is created. Learn from the poor what to avoid. But choose your closest circle carefully. Mindset is contagious. Make sure you're catching the right one. Before you pay your bills, before you pay your rent, before you buy anything, pay yourself first. Set money aside for your future, your investments, your freedom before any of it disappears into expenses. This isn't selfishness, it's discipline. And discipline is the silent separator between those who build wealth and those who wonder where all the money went. You want the nice car? Great. Earn it the right way. Buy an asset first. Let that asset generate income. Then use that income to buy the luxury. That's how the rich enjoy life without sacrificing their financial future. The poor buy luxuries first and suffer later. The rich buy assets first and enjoy luxuries forever. Wealth is not about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep and grow. Two people can earn the same salary. One builds wealth. The other wonders why they're always broke. The difference? Expenses and discipline. Control your spending. Reduce your liabilities. Use the difference to build your asset base slowly, steadily, and without stopping. The crowd buys when the market is high. The crowd panics and sells when it drops. And the crowd wonders why they never make money. Wealth is built by those who think independently, who buy when others are afraid, who hold when others are running. Profit is made when you buy, not just when you sell. Think for yourself. The most financially intelligent people in the room are often the quietest. Because they're absorbing, they're learning, they're picking up on things others miss while they're too busy talking. Make it a habit. Listen more than you speak. In meetings, in negotiations, in life. The more you listen, the sharper you become. This one lesson could change your financial life completely. The moment you say, "I can't afford it," your brain stops working. The conversation is over. The door closes. But the moment you ask, "How can I afford it?" your brain lights up. It starts searching for solutions. It gets creative. The question you ask yourself every day quietly shapes the direction of your entire life. Change the question. Change everything. This one surprises people. Kiyosaki believed deeply in generosity, not just spiritually, but financially. Those who give money, time, knowledge, often receive more in return. In opportunities, in connections, in the mindset of abundance that makes wealth possible. Make giving a habit, not an afterthought. The more freely you give, the more freely life gives back. Robert Kiyosaki credits much of his success to the books he read. Not his degrees, not his job, his library. Books open your mind to ideas, strategies, and ways of seeing the world that no classroom will ever teach you. Start with Rich Dad, Poor Dad. then keep going. Because every book you read is an investment in the one asset that can never be taken from you: your mind. Two fathers, two completely different financial destinies. The difference wasn't luck. It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't even opportunity. It was mindset, education, and the daily decisions that most people never even think about. You now have 25 lessons that took Robert Kiyosaki a lifetime to learn. The only question left is, what are you going to do with them? If this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and drop in the comments which lesson hit you the hardest. I'll see you in the next one.